I could have bought that. Donated.
Well, she said they put new batteries in it, so it's the smoke detector itself is not working.
Oh. Let's take it down. Then, man.
Doesn't look like they got the meeting started yet, everybody. What's up, Johnny Bravo?
That'll be annoying. Oh. Well, I probably wonder, drive is crazy anyhow.
I see Tyra finally made it to a meeting. She must be doing well this week.
So, can you take the battery out of that, switch it over, so you don't have
Let's know if you can take the battery out of that for now until it's over so they don't hear the beeping.
that? Good? Oh, man, you're
Who gets paid for
Smoke
this?
detectors beeping in the background. What's up, Top Tios?
You can't get dead there either.
We are just waiting for them to get this special meeting started. We know it's about $2,640,000. That's one part of it. The other part is personnel matters. I think everybody is quite intrigued at what the personnel matters could be. Jim, great to see you. Discombobulated. What's going on?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mayor Pro Tem.
Here.
Piana. Here. Mr. Gonzalez. Here. Mr. Piana. Mr. Torres.
Here.
Mr. Lee.
Approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda for Tuesday, October 17, 2023.
Second.
That was actually approval.
Mayor Pro Tem.
This all need to accept the agenda.
Piana. Yes.
For
Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes.
Mr. Torres.
Yes.
Calling out the names.
At this time, I would entertain a motion to enter into executive session.
You're going into executive session.
Oh,
What?
that's it.
Second.
I know you're sitting right on the speaker, can't hear. No, they don't want you.
What's up, Joko? Just a guy having fun.
Mayor Pro Tem?
Yes.
Ms. Gunn?
Yes.
Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes.
Taking the public right out of it.
They're supposed to have to leave, we're gonna go to executive session.
They voted to go into the executive session, so we gotta leave. Oh,
Oh, man. So, I don't know. I guess maybe we'll find out what the personnel matters were. It sounds like they already approved that budget or that $2 million ordinance. That was quick. I tell you what, I'm going to try and get a hold of a good citizen because obviously good citizen isn't with me right now. He was running a little bit behind, but maybe we can get Vern, get his thoughts on this whole thing. Well, what are your thoughts? I mean, this meeting was about personnel matters, and it was also about an ordinance to approve $2,640,000 loan to the town of Aguilar because it's an emergency. They didn't specify what kind of emergency, but it was an emergency. And I'm sorry if you can hear me eating. I haven't eaten all day. We just got off a 10-hour stretch of work and trying to fit all this in. But I mean, with a meeting as short as that was, I mean, I guess it's really easy to fit this stuff in, huh? Kind of crazy. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting the link. I'm sending it to Vern. Maybe Vern will see it because, of course, he's going to be on his phone. And maybe we can get Vern up here, figure out what's going on because he's there. Until then, why don't we do this? We'll have a small word from our sponsors.
You must be Jack.
How do you do, Mr. Britton?
No. Call me Pete. Come on in. Honey, Jack's here.
I'll be down in a sec.
She'll be down in a sec. So Jack, the infamous Jack, we finally meet. How awesome is that?
Pretty great.
Right. So, do you want a Dickens cider?
What?
I said, how about a Dickens cider? Jack, it's no big deal. You act like you've never had a Dickens cider before.
Hi, Jack.
Honey, apparently Jack here has never had a Dickens cider. You remember your first, don't you, sweetie?
Yeah, it's good.
So good. Let's give him one.
Okay, but can we make it quick?
Absolutely. Lucky boy, Jack. You're going to get your first one tonight. All right! You can't blame a guy for getting excited about a Dickens cider.
Greg, you're home.
I couldn't miss Christmas.
No one else is up yet.
I know how to get them up.
Is that Togler's?
All right, that was commercials.
If I could even do it, I'm not paid picking up a good signal away from the house.
Well, people can hear you. People can hear you on my microphone. How about that? So why don't you explain to the people here that are still watching that what happened? Like, did they even explain what was going on? Did they just approve the 2 million and then like deck off to executive session?
No, they went into executive session. Ken Torres is here, and he's not inside, and he's telling us that they've already approved it.
Right, that's what I said. Like, that was the very first thing that they approved was that ordinance, right?
Well, the town council didn't. Donald and Tyra approved it yesterday at a secret meeting with Joe Porras and Gerald, and they were up at. Well, I walked in to get a Cora request, and there's like 12 of them there holding the meeting, and that's where they approved it. Now they're going to tell the town council about it at this executive session.
Oh, so
it's ass backwards.
Oh, I don't think that's the way it works, Vern. Bob's rules are weird.
Yeah, you know what? And this Ken Torres, he comes in. Mark's not here again, so he's setting up with the council.
Right. I saw that. I also saw that Tyra made it.
Oh, yeah, she's there. Okay.
Johnny Bravo says that they went there to waste time behind closed doors.
Yeah, they did. They're supposed to talk about employees also, and we don't know where that goes. And this fucking bitch of a town administrator, she's having the American Legion here investigated.
Wait, why?
Yeah, she wouldn't tell me that. Something to do with theft. But you know what? This Legion Hall, and she's doing it because I'm the commander, but this Legion Hall, there's 6 people, all of us Vietnam vets. And she's trying to get us investigated for wrongdoing, and they have nothing to do with our account. 2 people are on the checking account. It takes 2 signatures to take money out, and 3 people count it going in. You know, so it's just a fucking. I laughed at her when she told me. I got that on tape. You know, it's like, you really gotta be fucking kidding me. You're going to attack the American Legion?
Well, I mean, she can't attack us. I mean, we've proven that they try to get restraining orders and harassment and disorderly conduct, and I mean, they've pretty much thrown the whole book at us here, Vern.
Hey, I filed an 18-page ethics complaint on them.
Nice.
So we'll see where that goes.
And where does that complaint go? Where did you make your complaint to?
To the IEC, Independent Ethics Commission. It's in Denver. It's a state-run organization, but it's independent from the government.
I'm sorry, brother.
I'm talking to what you're doing.
No, I'm talking to Johnny Bravo. He's going through a situation. It's not good. I hope he gets better, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, all you got to do is ask for help, man. Everybody here is willing to help, bro. Some way, shape, or form. But so they approved it yesterday. This ordinance, they approved it yesterday in a secret meeting. Was the town even notified of this meeting?
No, absolutely not.
Were all the members of the council? By
accident. I went in because they're holding me up. I filed 6 Cora requests, and I get a certified letter telling me 9 days after I turned in the 6 Cora requests that I got to come give them $170 before they're even going to start on it, and they left it open-ended.
Damn, Vern, what did you request?
The election results, who voted, things that I should have got while I was on the town council.
Well, I mean, me and Good Citizen yesterday, we just went through Los Animas and Rockyford and all that. Rockyford failed though. They didn't give us our budget. I gave them my
Oh.
email address. They didn't send it to me today. Hell, they didn't even send it to me yesterday, and they had plenty of time. But Los Animas did really well. I got 3 budgets out of Los Animas yesterday with no issues. And dude, I'm telling you, the Bent County fucking budget, bro, it's about as thick as the fucking request I made with Tyra for your stuff.
Yeah, and they make theirs up as it goes.
Well,
we still don't have. If you could hear me speaking in there, I was trying to repeat to Tom Tiffany, a veteran who has trouble hearing and walking. He's got a walker, but he cannot hear there sitting next to the speaker because the motherfucker isn't turned on.
Right.
Oh, I did request some of the town council meetings minutes, which they can't use a video of a meeting when you can't hear as official minutes.
Well, right. You got to be able to hear it. That's the whole point.
Right. Well, I'm hoping that they try that bullshit because I'm going to have them enhance the volume so that they can be heard. And I'm not paying for that. That's their job. Anyway, on their thing is I gave them the $170, yet they left it open to where that there may possibly maybe be some more charges, but they're not going to disclose them to me until after they've done the filled the request.
Well, Vern,
which means I gave them 170. They could come back to me and say, "Well, you owe me 500 now, or I'm keeping your 170."
Well, do you know what that $170 was paying for?
No, they didn't tell me.
So hold on a second. You paid $170 without getting an itemized list of what they're charging you for?
Right. Well, all they told me was they're going to fill the Cora request.
Right. But
well, here's the thing, and you know this. I turned in 6 separate Cora requests, and Tyra decides that all the Cora requests together are going to take approximately 6 hours to complete.
Were they separate emails?
Yeah, I filled out separate paperwork on each one.
Then there's separate requests.
Then I got them to sign up a receipt for me for the money, saying that they've accepted 6 Cora requests from me.
Okay, so you're going to have to ask for an itemized pricing list on everything that they charged you for each Cora request.
Right.
Not just the one, each. You want exact time on how much it took to work on that certain Cora request. You know what I'm saying? Like each Cora request is its own Cora request. They can't bundle them up and make it one Cora request. Doesn't work that way.
And they have to give 1 hour on each one of them, which comes out to 6 hours that Tyra is claiming it's going to take.
Right.
So they owe me the 170 back.
Well, again, it depends on what they're trying to hit you with. Now, if everything's coming through the email, you shouldn't have to pay for anything. Because,
they want to put it on a zip drive, which I told them I wanted electronically, and they could email it to me. They won't do that.
They have to.
So they tried charging me $15 for a zip drive. So I went down and bought one and took it to them.
No.
I ain't paying them $15 for a fucking zip drive.
No, it says it directly in the Cora law that you can get your request through email form at no charge because there's no copies. And all of that information should be in the computer. She should be able to put all that information into a nice little email for you in under an hour, as far as like all the election stuff is concerned.
Yeah, because it's 20 pages of who voted, not what they voted, but who actually voted. Then they're going to give me the paperwork on the recount and verification of the judges, certification of the judges for the vote for the actual election and the recount, which state law says that they have to have 3 judges, and they had 2. And one of them walked in at the last minute and they didn't certify.
Wow.
So, this is election fraud. And then I asked them for copies of the town council meeting, the minutes to it, the 3 months before the election, where they spent almost an hour each meeting just trashing me and letting them read all this bullshit about me and not letting me respond.
Right.
That's
Hey,
part
Ronnie.
of the election fraud.
Ronnie News Network is in here. And Ronnie says if they don't do it, as far as the core request and whatnot, it's violating federal law. You're absolutely right, Ronnie. But
statutory town, we can't get anyone federally to do anything.
even
on that.
I find it funny, right? Because we can't get any real government agency to come in and do anything about this town. But
Right.
I'm hearing it's a statutory town. They can make their own laws, whatever.
Self-governed.
But they're still governed by the state. They're still bound by state law. They're still bound by federal law. So how are they getting away with all this stuff for so long? We're trying. Well, I mean, out here, Vern, tell them it's so small town. Everybody knows everybody. And I guess if you get in appointed a judge position or, something in government, you don't have to worry about that shit no more. You don't
even have to know the law to be a judge here.
Right.
There's tapes to prove it. I mean, this is ridiculous.
I mean, take a look at this. Why not harassment?
Harassment.
Harassment.
That was one of my charges. Harassment was to the ethics committee of the way that they set me up to lose the election, because it was all put out over the internet as they broadcast it live. They trashed me, slandered me, and it was all lies, and then wouldn't let me respond. So that's harassment, and it was intentionally so that I wouldn't get the majority vote.
Hold on, Vern. Harassment requires a kick, punch, or shove. That's what the cop said. That's what the DA said.
For harassment.
For harassment, it requires a kick, punch, or shove.
But you can verbally harass someone.
But you can verbally harass somebody all you want, apparently.
Yeah. Well, the way that they done it, it's actually slander.
True. But you would have to prove that. You would have to take it into court.
The tapes of the meeting. I mean, you can't make this shit up. They done it on camera at a town council meeting.
Right.
And the whole council approved it. The same as they approved a felon to carry a fucking firearm.
Right, Johnny? They are run very different. But still, I mean, this is a town that thinks that they're above state law, that they're above federal law, that they don't have to, abide by any state or federal rules. They can just do whatever they want.
Is that John D?
Sorry, not rules, laws. We're the ones that break the rules. I forgot.
Right, and these are their laws that they pass ordinance. I get so frustrated with this. I found out that I finally read the ordinance that gave Tyra her power as a town administrator, which they approved under an emergency clause. They've got 2 months.
Everything under an emergency clause
only puts through a temporary ordinance. 2 months later, the ordinance is void. So she's not technically even the town administrator.
Well, we're getting into technicalities because she was appointed as administrator. But do you need
at a town council meeting through an emergency clause?
Right, but do you need the ordinance to keep going for her to still be administrator? Because she was already appointed the job.
Yes, I need to keep pushing it like that, because if I don't, then I've got to let go of all of the other ordinances. It's either one or all of them.
What do you mean, all the other ordinances?
They haven't passed an ordinance here that wasn't under the emergency clause for the last 3 or 4 years.
Well, yeah, they got to get stuff passed without the public interfering.
Okay, well, that only passes a temporary
Well, I mean,
ordinance.
look at it this way. So they just approved an ordinance tonight to make a promissory note to try and get a loan and blah, blah, blah. Now, that thing is probably going to expire. If they do get that loan, does that money go away if it expires?
Well, no, I walked in on their meeting the other day. They had Dola there, they had the bankers there, they had Ken Torres there, and then they had a quorum from the town council, which is against the Sunshine Law. But they voted to accept it, and they will get this.
So what you're saying is not all of the council members there, and there wasn't even enough to hold a meeting with the council members.
Well, if there's 3 councilmen, then it's a meeting. They're not allowed to have a council meeting out of the public's view. And they had, let's see, Joe Porras, Gerald Baldino, Donald was there, Tyra was there. So, and no matter how they look at it, the mayor is part of the town council, so they can't say, well, we only had 2 councilmen, which is legal. The mayor is part of the town council.
Right.
So they don't give a fuck about no law.
No, they don't. And this is what we proved time and time again. Again, I
Still proven.
And I thought that, this was the meeting to approve all that. I didn't realize that this is the meeting just to tell the public that they already approved it. Nothing needs to be said. Have a nice day. So what was the point? What was the point of starting the meeting without actually just handling the business and then going to executive session? Were they hoping everybody would just go home and they wouldn't have to explain themselves?
Well, that's the situation they used to have. No one came to any meeting here until I started on them. And then whenever you and Good Citizen got into it, then people started coming to the meetings.
Right.
And right now there's 3, 6, 7, 8 people here now, which it doesn't sound like many, but it's better than nothing. And this is Tuesday in the middle of the week. And unless you go to the town website, you don't even know. Tom Tiffany had no idea the meeting was happening tonight. I picked him up at the last minute so he could be here.
Well, tell that man he needs to get on Facebook, because they posted that on Facebook. They didn't post last night's meeting, though. Like, it's not even on the main page or anything.
I walked in on.
Well, they didn't put it on the main page, nothing. Like, not telling anybody anything. We already approved it. So, do we know?
Yeah, they've already voted for it.
Well, if the bankers were there and everything, did they get the loan?
Yes. Ken Torres came out and told us that they did get the loan and the grant. So there's going to be a $2.64 million interim loan and a $5.6 million grant. And the grant is going to pay the loan. So I don't know why that they approved both of them. I mean, one you pay interest on, the other one you don't.
Because you need the loan to get it started before the grant will pay off the loan. You don't get the grant until like you're almost done work. And then the grant will come in and it will pay for the loan.
Yeah, but now we got to watch a mayor that can't read and write and a town administrator that's already proven to be crooked as fuck. Be the only 2 signatures needed to spend this money. And the people here don't seem to have a problem with that.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'd be quite heated the fact that they already had that meeting and, I was a member of that community and didn't get to hear what was going on. I myself am just baffled because I brought this up before. I was wondering how they were going to get the loan because you still have to qualify for the loan, right?
Right.
Nowhere in any of their budgets does it say that they bring in at least $1 million a year.
Well,
Nowhere.
how would we know what they bring in
Well,
since they haven't had an audit since 2019?
I'm just looking at it this way. If I went and tried to qualify for a house and was first told, oh, yeah, you qualify for a $300,000 loan for a house, right? Go through all the work. I almost have the house. We're at closing. And then the mortgage company goes, oh, wait, we fucked up. You're only qualified for $125,000.
That would suck.
Right. Well, my whole thing is I've got good credit. I pay my bills and I make sure that I pay them on time. Whereas Tyra doesn't pay the gas bill. Tyra doesn't pay this. Tyra doesn't pay that. They're so fucking far behind on everything. Excuse me. And they have the credit for $2.5 million.
Right.
Where are they getting this credit from?
What people don't understand, and I tried to explain this to them, your credit rating, it affects how much you pay in interest. And 1% interest on $5.6 million going to be a lot of fucking money.
Well, again, we're only looking at 2.6. Because if they get the grant, which they apparently got, again, there's steps. You have to get a loan. You have to start the work. It's kind of like a PPE loan or the PPP loan.
Exactly.
You get the money, and then when you can prove certain stipulations, that money was forgiven. It's kind of the same thing here. So instead of looking at it as a $5 million loan, because really, in the end, they're only working with that $2.6 million to get whatever project done. The other part of that,
grants agreed to pay it back.
Right. The other part of that is the grant to pay it off. So that way the town of Aguilar doesn't have to do it. So maybe that's how they got away with getting a $2.6 million loan, is they had a grant to back it up to pay it off once they got all the work done.
They're like a co-signer on the loan.
Right. My whole thing, though, is if you go by, and we're not going by like credit as far as like credit cards or cash or paying your bills. If you go by credit as far as like the way that they've handled stuff, right? Because I got dug into like third degree. They didn't even like grab the KY or a glove.
Right.
They were brave. They just stuck it the fuck up in there and just started digging around in me. So if I had that much dug around in me just to find out that I couldn't fucking qualify for, $125,000, where do they get like all of their numbers to like coincide? Or the fact that where do they get the bank's trust when out there it's public information that they'll just dawdle off for 10 years? You know what I'm saying? Like, does the grant still cover it after 10 years? If they decide to just stop working on it, oh, we got $2.6 million. We can take our time now.
Well, yeah, and that 2.64 is interest free.
I need to claim myself as a statutory town. Can I do that?
You might. Hey, you could talk to the Huffmans. I bet they know how.
Man, I'm telling you, like, I'll create my own fake budget, make it look like it's right on the penny every single fucking time. You can give me $2.6 million if you're not going to reach around in me like that. Because, I mean, frankly, if I've got the banks looking at all my social media and everything, and everything else to determine whether I get a house or not, I would think the same thing would go with the town and the administration and how they handle their bills, considering as how there hasn't been an audit since 2018. So, I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe towns and people in government, they just get special treatment all the way around. You can get your $2 million loan. You don't have to prove anything.
Right. Well, I did request, Cora request the executive
John?
meetings.
Love you too, Ronnie. There's a video out there about this guy incorporating his son. So even just saying his name in a court document, they would have to pay out. Wow, Kinetic. I don't think I've ever thought about that. Right?
All they got to do is say his name in a court document.
Yeah, because he's incorporated. It's technically like a trademark. So yeah, there was like an episode
I
of
haven't got it with me. I don't carry a knife here.
there was an episode of like
I don't have
Kitchen
a knife.
Nightmares where Chef Ramsay went to this person's restaurant and they trademarked the word hun. So if anybody said hun or used hun or blah blah blah, she'd get on him because she trademarked the word. It's kind of like that. Instead of trademarking a word or a product, he trademarked his son.
But this is being broadcast
Right?
to a bunch of people.
Also, maybe trust with company as executor. Maybe.
Have to buy your own water. And to have parasites in the water.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to search
Hey,
through
wait.
that, Kinetic.
Hey, this is Tom. He just found a big fucking worm come out of his water pipe.
Don't tell.
These people are all across the United States.
Back here, one over the town. You're the ones we're trying to get rid of. Don't tell nobody that. You keep quiet. If you keep quiet, I'll never show you that one.
Okay, I ain't saying nothing.
My girlfriend was acting all goofy, man.
Huh.
She's acting all stupid.
That's
Hey,
not good.
Look, let me call you back in a little bit.
All right, man.
All right, I'll talk to you close soon.
Later. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Hey, this guy just found a worm in something and he's all, don't tell nobody. Those fucking people are all across the country and the world. And the world. Don't forget the world. We've got Canada in the house. I'm pretty sure that, later on we're going to have some Israelis and Palestinians and Russians. I mean, we're watched all over the world. Just saying. The world. Oh, you want to come up, Ronnie? You want to come up? Okay, hold on. I don't know what Good Citizen is doing. So, there you go. Just let Canada up. And here's Ronnie.
Oh my God. You know how hard it is to type what I want to say so fast, my fingers. I was like, you got to do this. Freaking, I'm trying to type so fast. Oh my God. How are you doing, you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Damn. You know what's really sad, though? I know USA law 100 times better than Canadian law. I'm not kidding.
Well, that's because you fuck with
kidding.
all the
And it
American
kills me.
auditors. That's why.
Yes, because I'm always there. I actually had to buy a book. This is true, people, of my laws where I am. I bought a book.
Hey, I had to do the same thing with Colorado. In fact, every day I'm finding new laws about Colorado that are just crazy. Like, do you realize that it's illegal here to have a couch on your porch?
Do you know it's illegal here in Canada, one of the places, I won't say where, to drag a dead cow down Main Street on a Sunday? You can do it any other day, but don't do it a Sunday. Sorry.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, also one place it's illegal to do witchcraft. Damn! If I move there, they're gonna get me. They're gonna
What?
get me good. I know I can't be a witch in a certain place. Yeah.
How do they know if you're how?
How? The same way they try to. Okay, here I'll do a scenario for the USA. The same way they try to ID you. Well, somebody reported it, right? The same way they tried to ID you in the States.
Right?
It was reported. The only thing I love about here, where I live, is yes, I can record all government stuff, everything from public. But the best thing that I have on me here is I can also go on private property that's open to the public and record. So you guys can't go in a Walmart and record because you guys will get dinged. We can. That's what part I love about here.
Well, first of all, I can go into any Walmart and record all I want to until
yes,
they
but
kick
they'll
me
throw you
out.
out. That's right. Yeah. Right. That's right. But here, it's actually part of the law.
That you can
Part
like
of our Bill
record
of Rights
in
here.
private businesses?
Yeah, in Saskatchewan, you can record anywhere the public's allowed, even private property where they invite the public in. Yes.
Ah, but see, there's a stipulation with the US too. I mean, if you're documenting a situation, kind of like I had the other night, I took my car down to Walmart and I had them change out a tire. Now, I know that Walmart is not probably the best place to go for tires, but I figured they could still screw a screw properly. Well, it turns out they had stripped out
They
one of my
can?
lugs and they didn't want to take accountability for it. Now, I could have recorded while I was in there because I was recording an incident with the company and it was for evidence purposes. They could have tried to kick me out, but even the cops would have told him because there's an incident, he has the right to record. Now, I can't just go in there and record. Well, I could, but if somebody catches me and they want to be a bitch or a dick, they can kick me out.
We always got those Karens and Darrens, you know. Yeah, they're there.
They're everywhere. They're worldwide.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and they're still on my channel, too. Had a Karen the other day. Love it. I said, oh, I love you, Karen. But hey. But no, with what you guys were talking about earlier, I was trying to type really freaking fast. You know how hard that is?
Hey, Gregory. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because I'm stuck in a lot of people's chats going, like I get halfway through my sentence and it's like, fuck it, I don't care. They don't need to know.
See, what I was
They're already like 10 miles away from what I was saying.
Because that person you were talking to, and they're talking about everything that's going on. Like, I only heard part of it because I came in way late, so I don't know exactly what's going on. But I would do, I think down there it's called Oprah, right? Oprah request or Sunshine. Sunshine?
Cora.
Damn. Okay, I don't know what state everybody's talking about.
Cora.
Yes, there's a gazillion. Okay, Cora. I would do a Cora request on all the city credit cards because there's a lot of officials that have credit cards that are from the city. I would get those statements. I
Can't
want
get
you
those
gotta
statements.
see what they're doing.
Can't
Why?
get those statements.
Why?
Because the town clerk doesn't want to give up those statements.
Well, then you take them to federal court. You don't need a lawyer. They're violating it. You have to give it up.
I've talked to the DA about that and pretty much was shot down on that aspect.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You don't go to the DA.
Mm-hmm. Oh no! You go to the DA out here.
Oh well, fuck that! Can't you just file a lawsuit in federal?
I would have to do the whole letter of intent, blah blah blah, so they know what I'm suing for. Which gives them...
intent to sue.
right. But we've noticed, and we've done this before, that the sheriff's office out here, who runs that town, has no problem letting them do what they're doing. The DA's office has no problem letting them do what they're doing. and the county that they're in have no problem with what they're doing. So slowly but surely, we're gaining all this evidence from every single enforcement company that does not want to do any type of enforcement on this administration. They have no problem doing enforcement on the people,
Of course not.
but it's the administration. We can't do that.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, can't do that. Can't touch those people. They're special. I mean, her dad was a judge appointed by her, damn it.
I would like to know. I don't know what town this is because I came in late, so I don't know where you guys are. But I'd like to know. I'd like to know who's doing who.
Well, before it was Tyra, the town clerk, administrator, treasurer, paperwork person, regardless, water person. I mean, she's got a lot of titles on her.
Wait, what?
Yeah. She's the administrator. She's the clerk. She's the treasurer. She's the water person. She was sleeping with code enforcement until he was fired. But rumor is he's coming back, and he's going to get back pay because they can't prove the discrimination that the code enforcer did, because we're not going to give their lawyer the video. We're going to let the code enforcement win and get his job back. I mean, we're just going to let it play. I mean, they don't want to give us stuff. They don't want to give us any records or anything like that. But when it comes to a video that happened on our show, and they so desperately need, so they don't have to pay out said code enforcement for firing him for discrimination, but can't prove the discrimination.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's not my fault. Maybe if I was treated a little bit nicer and I got all my requests like I asked on time and no hassles, maybe we would have given up that video, but we can't find it right now. It's lost in the files.
Well, I think I have it under my bed, so we'll just leave it there for now.
Okay.
We'll
leave it
there. Might
there.
be under my pillow. Well, I have an evil cat under my bed, so if you guys want to retrieve it, I dare you. Hey, one of my sons won't even walk in my bedroom because of my evil cat, but no, it is weird. I do know USA law all across USA, certain things. So much more. Canada law, I never studied it because I started watching all you guys. It did. 2015 is when I first made an account. That's when I first started chatting. But it was way before then. I was watching everybody. I know all these laws. I know all the people. I was like, I'm going to go out and do this. Wait, I got to learn my law. Before I walk outside. So I did get a book. I did get a book. I was starting to learn it because, yeah, I can help people with USA law, but damn, don't ask me about Canada law.
Right?
I know.
I don't know. I'm kind of like that myself. Like I can go and I can help people out with their states and everything, but then people ask me about mine. I'm like, I don't know. I gotta go look.
There you go. That's how
I never had the trouble, so I never had to do it. Let me go find out about this.
I know. That's like when I started running my channel and posting videos. That's when I sort of started like kind of learning some Canadian laws, and it was like, ugh. Like Canadian laws. There's so many, and I have to really say this, police who violate all the Canadian law, Charter of Rights. They do. They violate them left and right. Because it says we can videotape, and they don't allow us in the police stations. It's like New York.
Why? Well, no, New York is changing that, in fact. Oh, they came back. Oh, fucking Vern. Well, maybe not. Hold on. Oh, no. They didn't come back yet.
Hang on.
I had to refresh. I'm trying to keep an eye on the town meeting because they only went into executive session, which means that they're supposed to come out of executive session and let the public know what was like going on, like briefly. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
I am positive, like what you guys were talking about. I'm pretty positive pretty positive. You need at least 24-hour notice to the public of a meeting.
Out here, it's 48 hours.
I was gonna say I think it's 48, but I was like kind of turning it to 24 because I wasn't exactly sure. I'm pretty sure it's a day or two that they got to notify you so the public can be there.
Well, legally, it's 24 hours, right?
Okay.
But some states require you to do it within 48 hours, which gives people plenty of notice that there's a meeting and whatnot and so forth.
But see, like you guys were saying, oh, but there's only a couple people talking. They don't call that a meeting. Yes, the minute they get together and they rub balls or whatever you want to say, it's a meeting.
Well, see, the thing is what he was referring to was the fact of Robert's rules, which means without a quorum, without enough people there on the council, they're not even supposed to be holding a meeting. They're not even supposed to be talking town business without the other council members.
Yeah, they're violating federal law.
Right, and apparently they did that last night because the town meeting tonight. I'll bring it up. I'll bring up this this picture here really quick.
See, that's a federal lawsuit in itself.
It is, and you would think it's
a
federal lawsuit, but
it is.
I mean, here they had the Pledge of Allegiance, they had the approval of the agenda, right? Apparently, they were going into some personnel matters, identifying the person or position to be discussed. So I don't know if they're adding a position. We don't know if somebody's getting fired.
They're breaking federal law. But you know what? It takes somebody to stand up to it and proceed with it. To contact federal agency to say they're violating.
It takes the federal agencies to follow through when somebody follows through.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. And that's the problem. And that's what we're trying to expose. Other than the crap going on in Aguilar is the fact that we try to make change, right? And we try to do it the right way using the law, but they're using the law against us to not prosecute the fucking law. Like,
see, when it comes to like towns, cities, everything across, I say the whole world, each place thinks that they run their own crap and nobody can say whatever. That's what they think.
Well, Aguilar definitely thinks that they're sovereign.
They are so full of shit. They don't think they have to follow Constitution, federal law, state law, whatever. They're like, this is our town and we do what we want, right? And it's been like that for many years. Many years. Hey, this is my house. Hey, but Canada's going to explode on October 21st. You better keep an eye out.
What happened?
Oh, it's just another huge against the government. Just watch and see. October 21st. Everyone get ready.
Are you guys gonna be blocking off the borders again?
They are not using trucks. It is just people. It is people.
I have seen those videos. They get run over. Don't be out in the street, Ronnie. Don't do that shit.
I'm not on the street. Hey, if you look at my videos, I am not on the street. Okay, I was in a park.
I got you, John.
To be honest, I was in a park.
What's up, John?
Not much. Apparently, they got that 2.6, huh?
Yeah, apparently. Last night, without the public's knowledge.
Be right back.
Okay, Ronnie. We have John Denicola with us, by the way, Ronnie.
Hi, Ronnie. So, I guess my question would be is I would try and grab a copy of the loan agreement between the town and the bank. I mean, that should be public information because they're using the loan for the town.
Right. And I completely agree with you. And best believe I'm gonna have that sitting there waiting for her first thing when she opens up her computer. She's gonna see an email from me. Now, if she answers it or not, that's a whole other aspect, John. We already know about all that.
It's funny because you got what law is that you got pulled up? Because I can't see it from because I'm working off the phone.
It's not the law. It's the agenda for tonight's meeting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they posted that last week, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they were able to post for this meeting, right? But they didn't post for supposedly a meeting that happened yesterday with the bank and Dola and Ken and all of the and not even the entire board. Apparently, there wasn't even enough that they wouldn't even have been able to hold a town meeting, period, and they still held this meeting.
So they didn't have a quorum?
Right, they didn't have a quorum.
Well, that kind of brings up this little known fact. Robert's Rules of Order, the Bob's rules that the wonderful lawyer is going by, those are guidelines.
Right.
They're just guidelines of parliamentary procedure type crap. Realistically, you could sit there and talk to your blue in the face, and that council can do whatever the fuck they want, and there's nothing anybody can do about it, really.
Well, I mean, no, there is something that can be done, and I've made the suggestion before. Now, whether the residents take my suggestion or not, that's a completely different aspect because, you know, again, you're going to have to stand up for your own fucking rights on this one.
Well,
because I'm not a citizen. You know what I would be doing if I was a citizen? I wouldn't be paying my gas bill. I wouldn't be paying my electric bill. I wouldn't be paying my water bill, and I wouldn't be paying my fucking property taxes. All of that money would be going into an account ready to pay my bills. I would have all my bills set so that way I know what I'm paying and that money is in the account. When they try to take me to fucking court, I'm going to tell them flat out it's a protest. If every citizen of Aguilar does that, they have no money coming in. They got no state money coming in other than the loan they just got.
That's true. And again, that kind of brings up a conversation that I had. I don't know whether maybe it was with you and GCM, but what I had said to you was maybe they should, you know, I mean, at this point, you're going to pick your own poison as members of the town, but realistically, why not set a support network up for yourselves where you set up a group text message? So when somebody comes around and decides to mess with one of you, if 10 of you or 20 of you show up on that group message, they're going to realize, and they're going to start to realize that there's more people coming and they're watching and they're filming them. And if they're on blast 24/7 and you have a group of people doing it, they can't hide from it. And at some point, they're going to realize that they're outnumbered. And until the people of the town decide to do something like that, where they understand that together they're stronger than when they're apart. And right now they're
Why
apart.
not? The car's running good. Sorry, John. I was talking to my mother-in-law. She was talking about the cars. She made it back in one piece. Damn right she did. I worked on it.
It was your mother-in-law?
Yeah, it was my mother-in-law.
Just saying. All right, I'm sorry.
All right, I'm back.
Maybe I've had one of those.
What was that? I was here. I saw that.
No.
Gail said it. No, Ronnie hasn't been here, Gail. Ronnie lives up in Canada. She may have like stopped in like a while ago about Aguilar, but yeah, like she's a very busy woman. Very busy. All over the place.
I am, aren't I? Holy Christ.
You are.
I am everywhere. I seriously am. Some days I take a day off and everybody asks if I'm sick because they're like, where are you? I need to take a break from all of this. Like literally, sometimes you just need to wind down.
Right.
Because what I stand for, what I post, what I do, I get trolls. I get trolls like you wouldn't believe. And sometimes I just need a breather. I really do. Take a deep breath. Right now, I'm being trolled because I'm supporting a person that I like. And that person said to me, basically to watch my back because I'm supporting this person. And I said, hey, you say that 3,000 miles away. I dare you to stand on my doorstep and say it to my face. Because, man, you wouldn't do that here very long.
You know, you would think that these people would learn that we've been here long enough that type of threat really doesn't fucking affect us. Like, really, if you're going to threaten me, please don't threaten me with a good time. Come to my house.
I know. And then they're like, we're watching
I'll meet you somewhere. Give me a place. Give me a time.
But then they're like, "We're watching you." I said, "Thank you for the clicks and views." Please continue to watch me. I love the views.
Right? I love the
Yeah.
views. Keep watching. I love the I love the hate watchers, man.
I
They
know.
actually stick in for the entire amount of time,
Oh, they
and I
do.
get
They do.
all of the watch hours compared to,
I do.
and I'm not knocking
Oh,
on people. Hey, you only got 5 minutes. You only got 5 minutes. But the hate watchers, I love you guys. You guys are giving me my watch hours. Keep
they watch
watching.
it all. Yes, I'm getting over 100 and some every live I do because the haters are right there.
Right?
And they're gonna hang on my every word. And oh man, I feel in charge when they do that. It's awesome. I do. I love the trolls. I mean, they're what keep us going half the time. I swear to God, maybe
Right?
half my subscribers are trolls, and I love it.
Well, that's what I said. Good citizen. What's up, buddy?
Oh, Good Citizen Media, I love your stuff. I was just watching it today, actually. I do. No, I love it. I love it. I watch it all the
So,
time.
so you people, I caught the tail end of Vern and what was going on. They went into executive session for what reason?
They didn't say, and in fact, on the agenda, it doesn't even say that they were going to go into executive session, which I thought that they had to, at least
Notify the public?
notify the public that they were
The
going to do this meeting with an executive session. Like it should have been on the agenda, but it
Mm.
seems like all the people that they didn't want there showed up there tonight, so they decided they were just going to go into executive session.
See, they can't do that.
Actually, they can.
No, I don't think they can change it at last minute. Are you sure?
Well, I mean,
Listen,
this is a town that does what they
Ah,
want.
I know
I'm
it's a
telling you,
town that
Ronnie.
does what I know it's a town that does what
so
they want, but I
so
thought
this
they
is
could change.
actually here's the answer. Okay, you people is correct in the statement of they were supposed to post it if they on the agenda. If they knew they were going into executive session, they were supposed to post it with a 72-hour notice.
Yeah.
He's correct in that. The problem is once they're in the meeting, all it takes is a motion to go into executive session and a second on that motion, and they can go into executive
All
session.
right, but what happens in that meeting is available to the public.
Not executive session, because they could be talking with a lawyer, and if they're talking with a lawyer, that is lawyer-client confidentiality, and
They
that's why the
weren't
public's
talking
not
to any
allowed.
lawyer. It doesn't work. I don't think
It
it works
doesn't.
that way.
It doesn't matter if they're talking to him or not. They only have to say they were talking to a lawyer.
Yep, that's
Well,
it.
That's
no,
it.
they would have to prove it if you do public records. They'd have to prove.
Well, the only public record that you would get on something like that, and it would be how you request it, is you would have to request the beginning of the executive session and whether or not there was a conference call with the lawyer in the
Yeah.
executive session. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't even think you'd get that. It would be, you would have to word the shit out of it in order to get something like that.
See,
When they
because
go,
our government, like not mine, sorry, your guys' government, is not. I know I'm in the wrong country. They are not allowed to hide stuff like that. There is a way to get it. There definitely is, and I know this for a fact.
Well,
any communications with any attorney, if it's a city attorney, because generally that's the one that they're talking with, any conversations with the city attorney pertaining to executive session is closed out to the public. That is not public information. You cannot get it in the United States, not in Colorado, not in anywhere that I can think of, to be honest with you.
yeah.
But they would have to prove that they were in conversation with a lawyer.
No, they wouldn't.
Well, and their
Yes,
lawyer is
they would have to prove it.
well, hold on. Now you ask the lawyer, hey, you go over to the lawyer. Did you talk to the bot? He
Of course
refers
they're
to,
gonna lie.
and he's gonna lie. But
Yeah.
that's if he even answers you. I mean, he's treating me just like the administrator. Like
Yeah.
I contacted him, I asked him a few like real softball questions, and he just broke contact with me. He won't even answer me anymore.
See, they won't if they don't answer, they're lying. The point is you can get in public record not what was said maybe, but if they contacted that, you can get that. I mean, there has to be. Come on.
There's got to be a way, but
There is a way, but I
no,
think you have to go through federal court to do it, is what I think.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that there would be a whole
You would
bunch.
have to make the request. The request would have to be denied.
And then go
Then
to
you would
federal
have to appeal. You would have to appeal the denial.
Mhm.
Generally, when they deny a request, they have to give you a legal reason for the denial. The
Yep.
denial in this case would be the fact that they were having conversations with a lawyer under your
And
hypothetical.
then
And this is all hypothetical.
and then they would
Okay.
have to prove it, not to us, but they would have to prove it
Again,
to
I'm
the
I'm just
request.
explaining. I'm explaining the process to you. Okay. So what would happen is you would have to make the request. The request would have to be denied. They would have to give you a legal reason, or like you people said, just not fucking answer you. Because
Yep.
after so
Yeah.
many days, what happens is that record request becomes null and void, and then it
Well,
goes into the
no.
trash like it never took place.
No, no, no,
Well-
no,
Absolutely,
no, no,
trust
no,
me.
no,
I
no.
know.
If
I
they do,
know.
okay, hang on. But if they do not answer a record request, then they're breaking federal law. They have to at least answer. They
They
have.
don't have to do jack shit. I live in the
Hey,
state of
Star.
Massachusetts.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, they don't have to,
I
but
live in
now
the
they're
state of
breaking federal
Massachusetts.
law. But
I have made record requests, and I have it on my page where a state trooper took my record request, threw it on the ground, and then threw it in the trash. I still, to this day, almost a year and a half later, have gotten no response from the state police, not from that barracks,
oh,
not
don't
from
go
their
to
legal
state police.
department, and it's been almost 2 years.
No, you got
I've
to
gone to the
file
I've
a
gone to the
federal lawsuit.
Secretary of State. I've gone to the every power that can be gone to in this state. They don't care. They don't answer record requests out here. And it's the same thing in Colorado. They hide behind the KORA laws. The federal courts don't want to deal with this shit. They really don't. And
You
then
can file your own lawsuit. You can take it to federal court. You can file your own
I
federal
understand.
lawsuit.
I understand that, but you have to understand your chances of winning on something like what you're asking,
Nope.
zero.
No, I don't
The
believe
odds are
that.
1 in a million. You would literally have to have every little piece of evidence to prove your case. And
Well,
if you
yeah.
have one iota that's off, your case is gone.
You
It's a 1 in a million.
you do have a main evidence. They have to reply to your request.
No, they don't.
Yes,
Ask
they
you
do.
people. You people. How many times has Tyra replied to any of your record requests? How
That's
many
not
times
what
have
I'm
you sat on them?
saying. That's not what I'm saying, sweetie. That's not what I'm saying.
Well, maybe I'm
Yes.
missing something in
Okay,
translation.
yeah, you're kind of missing something. Yes, they don't have to reply. They don't have to do shit. That's not what I'm saying.
It's going M-Star.
The bottom line is it's still a federal law, and you can take it
I
higher
am
if they
Star.
don't. I am Star.
I understand that, and I'm not arguing that point. What I'm
Yeah.
telling you is your chances of winning a case, trying to say that they denied you the record request, or even if they denied it,
You have proof.
that they were having conversations with a lawyer in executive session, your chances of winning that case are like your chances of hitting a goddamn multi-million-dollar lottery on your own. It's
I'll
one
take
in a
it.
million. It's an infant. It's you can't even. It's like ridiculous. You're never gonna win that suit. I'm telling you. I'm telling you straight up. It's a loser. It's a loser from the word go. A lawyer wouldn't even look at it. They'd laugh at it.
No, I'm not saying get a lawyer. You do it
Well,
personally.
well,
You people
see,
help me out.
in the state of Colorado, they kind of force you to get a lawyer if you're filing on any type of civil rights violation. They actually force you to not only get a civil rights lawyer, but a regular lawyer with that civil rights lawyer.
But by law, you're able to do it on your own. You got to stop at the
True,
forcing stuff.
true story. By law, you're allowed to do it on
Yeah.
your own. Now, out here, if you don't have a lawyer, they aren't going to listen to you and they aren't going to take you seriously. They're going to tell you to go get a lawyer and come back.
And you'll say, I'm my own lawyer.
And
if they refuse you, then you go to the higher court. There's always a higher court. Trust me.
Right.
The thing is, you get
if they refuse you because they say no, you can't do it without a lawyer, then you file to the next court. They cannot refuse you because you don't have a lawyer. You guys, I know it's tedious. It is horrible.
Hey, I'm not saying that we don't do this, Ronnie.
I
I'm
know,
saying
it's horrible.
these are the steps that need to be done, and
I
these
know.
are the hoops that people have to jump through in
I
Colorado,
know.
and a lot of people won't even jump through
Well,
that
yeah,
first
because
hoop
they
as
get
far as
tired. They get
going
tired
right.
with the first, the second, then they don't want to continue. But you gotta keep pushing.
Right.
And when that fails, then you make it worldwide. You put it on YouTube, you share it out, you go to Lackluster, whoever. Then you go higher and you go further and you just share it everywhere. It does get noticed once in a while. It does.
That's what I said, Betty. I said that nobody should just pay their fucking bills anymore. Property tax, gas,
That's what I
fucking
said.
water, everything. They don't want to
Art.
do anything for the residents. They don't care about the residents. They don't want to listen to the residents. Why should the residents fucking pay them money?
Hey, that's what Canada should do. All of Canada for 1
For,
month. Pay
force them
nothing.
force
Yep.
them into turning into an unincorporated fucking town. Then you can do
Mhm.
whatever the hell you want in your town. I mean, there'd definitely be no law there. I mean, you
Oh,
just have to worry
I'm
about the
saying all
sheriffs.
of Canada. All of Canada. Like, we have a huge march coming up on the 21st. But I'm saying if all of Canada literally stopped paying everything, the country would stop. It would
Well,
be in a standstill.
any country fucking with the people that would just stop paying everything would crumble.
Hey, I'm fighting the government right now. I'm having fun doing it. It is amazing.
Aren't we all in some way, shape, or form?
Oh, everybody is. Yeah.
Right? Just like I tell everybody they're a slave to the system. It pisses some people off. Some people are like, yeah, you're right.
So I was on this live the other night and I said how my husband works for the provincial government, right? And this guy went nuts. He was like, "Oh, you're a government lover, da da da. You fuck the
Yeah,
government." I
they
said,
do,
"Yes,
Emma
I."
Star.
But I did say, "Yes, I do f the government every single night, and I love it because my
Right?
husband works for the government." Like this guy was so nuts. He was so upset because I said my husband works for the government. It's not federal government. He works for provincial, but this guy went crazy, nuts on me. He was drunk, by the way, and wanted to see my boobs too. That didn't happen, but yeah, he was. But he's like, "Oh, you're a government lover," and I'm like, "Yeah, I love my husband."
That's what I said, Gail. They can't turn you all off. And if they start turning select people off, then it's another issue. Then you can go after them for discrimination because they shut you off, but they didn't shut Tyra off, or they shut you off, but they didn't shut Mark off, or they shut you off, but they didn't shut Donald off. But Donald would be paying their bills, Mark would be paying their bills, and that's what they would use. Mark quit.
I think, didn't he?
I mean, he didn't show up to today's meeting. We had Ken in place of him.
No, the
Oh,
plot
another
thickens.
self-appointed?
Well, yeah, self-appointed. That are appointed by Tyra because, again, miraculously, after fucking what, 2 months, 3 months, Tyra has shown up to a public meeting.
Yeah, makes you wonder, doesn't it?
All right.
You know, was the whole Mark stepping down and this guy Ken stepping in, whether he was appointed, whether he was a fill-in. I don't understand how they would use him as a fill-in because I don't think that's even legal.
I think that if an appointed person steps down, whoever next in charge, appointed or not, becomes up there, right?
Yeah, but they can't turn around and just appoint the seat with the guy. If the guy Mark quit, like GCM was saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he quit from the council, right? They can't turn around and appoint another council member the day of. I mean, that's just unheard of.
No,
and then
but
put him in the seat.
they'll appoint him next meeting. I mean, that's how Charlene was brought in. And John, you've been having issues with Charlene's information.
Dude, I'm not having any issues. I got that cleared away right quick and in a hurry. Matter of fact, I don't know if he told you. I got an email this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, they put my request into HR. I'm getting my info. I told you I'm not the one. I'm not the one.
Ronnie, they were trying. So Charlene is one of the council members who happens to be the wife of the mayor.
Oh,
right?
of course, of
And
course.
now wait, it gets better because she works for Walsenburg DA. She works for the fucking
Works for
Los
the
Animas
DA.
DA, right? And so John was trying to get her information, and they were trying to give him the runaround.
Aren't we
John
trying to
gave him a nice
cross
little licking.
lines here? How many other
And,
people has
Let's
she slept with?
not forget her
and you know,
attitude, right?
and you know, I was
I
telling,
think she gets around.
I was telling GCM too. Another lovely little tidbit of information that I got is that you can actually record request annual reviews for the employees that you're looking for the records from. So
Yeah.
essentially, if I really want to, while I'm at it, I can actually go in and look at Charlene's reviews for the past 2 years.
I think we
And
need that. I
that's
want to
that's
see
public
that.
record, so we could take a look and see if she's had any issues where needs improvement here, needs improvement there.
Okay,
You
how about
know,
give me
his
all the
poor attitude with
information?
customers type thing.
Yeah. How about give
Wouldn't
me
that
all
be
the
nice?
information in private chat and I will request it. I'll do it. They'll
You
be
know
like,
what I'm
why
saying?
is a Canadian asking these questions?
Well, they
You got to
didn't like
make
it.
sure that you get you got to make sure that you use like a false email, something like Canada rules or something like that. Like
Oh,
you got
I'm
to
gonna
like
use
make it go
no,
outrageous.
I'm gonna use my Ronnie News Network at gmail.com.
Oh, they don't like that. They don't like
Well,
that.
too
They don't
bad.
like
Too bad.
anything with news or press in it. I can tell you
Okay.
that. They don't like that.
So how about if I use my
They
gossip
wanted
girl?
John to fly out here to submit his.
Okay. Hey, I'll use my gossip girl email.
There you go, because I use my Jack Beam email.
I'll use my gossip girl email.
I couldn't tell you how many email addresses I have at this point. I got
I
so much
will
shit
not
going on.
mention.
Well,
have a
I've
gazillion.
got, a few of them. I've got a few of them. I've got like maybe 5 different emails that I use to pull records with, and I'll hit the same department with all 5 at the same time.
How
Yeah.
about if I make how about if I make a Gmail saying Canada wants to know at gmail.com?
I still think that says press a little bit too
Oh,
much.
crap. Okay.
You know what I thought was funny though is with the record request that I made, and GCM isn't kidding you when he said they literally wanted me to fly. They literally wanted me to mail in my record request. So, yeah, good luck with that, right? But
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll get right on that.
I mean,
I
that was
just-
kind of like Bent County. Bent County was the same way. In fact, it's on their website that they're special and there's special ways to do their FOIA and Cora requests. And me and Good Citizen, I shit you not, man, I'm looking at the jail budget right now from Bent County. It's sitting right here in front of me. And I mean, it
how
was
many
a
pages
it was
is
a
that?
thick
Is that-
budget, bro. Oh, hold on a second.
Wow.
I got a picture.
Hey.
Something that resembles it. You ready? Here it is. It was about that fucking thick, John.
Wow.
And I didn't
So-
even have to pay for it. It was
So
free.
yeah, well, that's because they wanted to get rid of you guys. But that's beside the point. But let me ask you this: how many pages is that thing? And look, I think it's got to be close to about 3. And here's the other question: how
3?
nice is
You
it
mean
to
like
actually see
300?
the actual numbers for 22 and 23?
Hold on. Let's see if I can even like try and bring it up on my screen here.
See, I want to see their credit card statement. That's what I want to see. Not their personal, but their government credit card statement. I want to see that.
Dropping
shit.
my mic.
I want to see how many pizza parties they're paying for.
So literally, that's Bent County's budget right there. Just, I mean, it's a thick budget, right?
That's
It's a thick budget.
but it is the 22-23, right?
It's the 23 budget.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is
Is
what
the
I was
credit
saying
card
to you guys
statements
before.
on there?
This is the shit that should be prepared already over in Aguilar. And it's
Well,
not.
and that's the
And
funny thing. That's the funny thing, John, because they weren't even ready for this. Right? We
Right.
walked in, we asked for the budget, and I had to wait like 10, 15 minutes just to get this.
You remember how I told you guys the visual inspection? And that right there is available for visual inspection on command.
Everywhere we went, John, we got a very detailed budget, except for Rocky Ford. Did you get that yet, you people?
No,
I think that
Rockyford
I think failed.
smiled and stabbed me in the back. They told me they'd send it to my email and they never did.
Yeah, right.
No
Yeah,
worries.
so we'll see how that works out for Rocky.
But on these budgets, do you have credit card statements?
No, there's no credit card statements on here.
Yeah, so the whole budget's fucked.
Well,
no, it's not. The credit cards aren't figured into a budget. It's a
Well,
totally
it should,
separate.
but it should.
It's a separate expense, and it's all consolidated into one thing.
It
So
should.
you're kind of
It's pretty
conflating
much
the two.
It's pretty much
you-
just brought in with the expenses and the revenue. That's it. Like,
Exactly.
they don't list it as the credit card. Like we spent this much on a credit card. They just list it.
Ask
So
for the details of the credit cards because like I said, I'd like to see how many pizza parties they throw on our dimes or your guys' dimes. Sorry, I'm Canadian. I would like to know. Oh, if you see their credit card actual statement one by one, and you see them using these government credit cards for pizza, for chicken, I don't care what it's for. You're allowed to see that, and that's what I'd like to know what they're doing with it. Damn, I should do that with my government.
You
Wait,
should.
hang on. My
Legal.
husband works for Department of Finance. I'll just ask him.
Right?
I know, right? Hey, hubby, what'd you guys spend?
What's up, good citizen?
Do you see your comment?
I was M-Star, and then they all started being too nice to me, so I moved up here for a little bit more action.
Yeah,
They're still really
That's
nice to
all
me
it
out
was.
here, but I can't figure that one out. M-Star, how come I can't get any of these like really viral reactions where cops want to beat me up like AFA? Like, why can't I get any of those? They're all nice to me and shake my hand
You
and they're
gotta do it
respectful.
secretly. You gotta have somebody on the side who knows what you're wearing, calls it in, and really makes a big deal out of it.
No, you don't do that.
I'm saying that's how they get the big reactions.
Did you know that last year Bent County pretty much paid $40,000 for their telephone costs?
Wait, what?
Yeah, $40,000
The telephone?
Yeah.
for telephone costs.
Yeah.
Travel and transportation, about $2,500.
That's actually pretty good.
They actually have a miscellaneous. Holy shit, they've got a miscellaneous. There
What?
should be nothing in miscellaneous, and there
How
shouldn't
much?
even be miscellaneous on here. Well, for 2020, it was 3,000,
See, that's the pizza parties.
right? 2021 was 1,000.
Huh?
Hey, Jason.
What's up, Susan? Good
What's
to see
up,
you, brother.
Jason?
All good.
Jason!
Good to
How
see
you
you.
doing, kid?
How you doing, Jason?
I'm chilling.
Hey, I'm having fun learning more about USA law than I already know. Kinda cool.
Did you learn all your amendments?
No.
Oh,
I
don't think I know
I
them
know 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Is that enough?
you don't know 7?
No.
Oh shit! You really pay attention.
Okay, what's 7?
Stop talking about how many beers I drank.
Hey, but guess what? We
That
got
one on me.
stronger beer. I'm sorry. I had to
Whoa.
sorry.
Good Citizen Media. Good to see you. I'm here at your channel. Why the fuck did you let Ronnie up?
I know, right?
Because she's very entertaining.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah, that's good. I'm here too.
Hey,
Hey,
we're just
Hey, you want to
Iceman.
you
We're
you want
doing
to know?
Canada and close today.
You people,
Canada
nobody
and
asked
close.
you.
Yeah. Nobody asked me. Hey, good citizen, you were way off on the sheriff budget, man. Well, I mean,
What
as
is it-
far
what
as
is it?
all right, well, the revenue. We'll just go off of the sheriff's revenue. Okay, total revenue
Hey.
for 2022 was $1,214,000.
Wow.
We were guesstimating somewhere around 2.5 to 3.
Yeah, but seriously.
How much was
Yeah.
that again?
So in 2022, year-to-date actuality was $1,214,928.
And they don't break it down for you, do they?
Actually, they do. So,
they
and this is the crazy part, right? So this
How
is revenue. They
how
got
many
revenue off the posse, good citizen. They charged their posse $200 in 2022.
What?
That's what happens when they don't fix those warrants.
I'm telling you, it's not even underneath. It's not even underneath expenses. Like it's underneath revenue. It says posse, and it says $200 for 2022.
Have they had any payouts for bad cops?
It doesn't say that.
Damn, they
I'm
should.
still searching through it. I mean, we've got all right. So I'll give you expenses. All right, they've got overtime. Apparently, they paid no overtime all the way through to 2021, but then 2022, you've got $75,000 worth of overtime out of the sheriff's
Have we
department.
have we gone down on how many employees between those 2 years? Like, okay, so you said 2020, was that what you said, had no overtime, right?
Right.
So 2021 had overtime. So
No,
did they
2021 did not have
Oh, sorry,
any overtime.
2021 did not, so 2022 did. So did they lose any members of their police force in that time? Have they dropped? Check
It's a
into
good
that.
possibility. There's people
Check into
dropping
that.
from different forces out here and getting fired
Yeah,
for
see,
constitutional
yeah.
right violations, and they sweep it
Yeah.
underneath the rug,
Yeah.
and then they go somewhere else.
So I would find out how many cops left and why they left, of why they have overtime now. Because if they didn't have overtime 1 year, they shouldn't have overtime another year.
Well, I mean, it may have just gotten a little bit more busy with the drug problem. I mean, the sheriff there did say that they have a big drug problem, but they don't arrest anybody for it because they don't feel like putting out all the drugs in jail.
Well, of course
Hey,
they
what's
won't
a
arrest anyone. They're all cops. I'm just
probably? What's an inmate contract, John?
Wait, inmate contract?
Yeah, I'm looking
Inmate
underneath.
contract.
Yeah, I'm looking underneath the revenue for the sheriff, and it says jail.
Inmate contract. Jason,
it
you're
says-
too loud, sweetie. Inmate
It says jail what?
Inmate contracts.
I'm wondering if that might have to do with maybe the the commissary and stuff like that.
Holy shit, I'm starting to see.
I have to take a look. So you said it's inmate contract.
Now, is
Right,
it
it's
inmate contract or contract inmate? Which
No. It says jail, and then parentheses. In the parentheses, it says inmate contracts. Inmate contracts. And they budgeted for $1 million in 2022.
Okay, the term inmate contract is not a commonly used term. However,
Speaking of all these inmates,
So I deleted all my dating apps. I'm gonna meet dudes the old fashioned way. Prison letters.
She's sexy.
I didn't see it.
She's sexy, just saying.
She's available. From what
Yeah.
we hear, code enforcement isn't tapping that anymore.
Yeah.
They pulled in $628,000 with inmate contracts. I don't know what the hell
That's
that is.
it?
Is that though? What is it though?
I don't
that's
know.
when they rent out the rooms.
Okay, who else is receiving this one? So I know. Ronnie, is you live on this one, Stu?
What?
What the fuck did you just call me?
What?
What?
Well, all the chat that I'm reading is definitely not happening here at Good
What are you-
Citizens.
what
Where
are
else
you
is it
reading?
happening? Fuck you people. Nobody
It's
asked.
happening in my
Nobody
channel.
asked you. Shut up. I hope you're all doing good. M Star, that's the main reason I was good to see
Wait,
M Star.
that's an
It's been a minute.
expense? That's an expense.
It's gonna be.
What would they
Actually, it's the
so does the
99
sheriff's department have to pay for blood alcohol? Like it just says blood alcohol, and it's an expense. They
Yes,
spend
yes,
$6,000.
Yes, when they take you down to get you blood tested, whatever, yes, it's an expense.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought they just paid for blood alcohol. I mean, fucking Jason needs some extra cash.
I know, right? No.
Wait, did
I
you
was
did you
gonna
just
say, I
blood
know
out?
a guy.
Hey, you
I
people.
know a guy. He's got nothing but alcohol in the blood. But
You people, I just took a quick look at what you were talking about. It's actually a Colorado revised statute, and it has to do with housing the inmates. That's what the million's for, is to house the inmates. That's the
But-
inmate contract.
But it wasn't an expense. It's a revenue.
Don't be an ass. We're talking
I
about.
don't
they're
know.
getting
The only
paid
other thing,
to house
They're
from
getting-
the other county.
They're
It's a
getting paid to
revenue
house
because they're
people.
getting money. Yes, they're getting money from higher ups to house the inmates. They're getting paid it.
let me
Their
see if I can
contract
get you the
is with other
code.
counties.
Maybe you could
Pay
take a
their
look at it.
Well, from what Linda says, this is online. So, I mean, if you just look up the Bent County budget, I mean, you should be able to pull this up yourself online where you're at, John, with no issues, and take a look at it for yourself and just see how it's laid out. I mean, they've got pretty much every single department of the county in this budget. I'm just focused more on the jail budget than anything else because, you know, of course, we were focusing in on the jail's budget. But the jail, you know, as far as an expense, paid a shit ton out for overtime as well. They paid about $67,000
Wow.
for
Good to see
overtime.
you, John. Shut the fuck up, you people. Good
No,
to see you, John. It's been a minute.
I'm in a good mood today. I'm sorry.
are
Shut up,
you?
Ronnie,
Because you're
nobody asked
laughing at me, Ronnie.
I was laughing
Ronnie,
at what
nobody
he said.
fucking asked you. Shut up. Go
You're
back.
beautiful,
Bite
Jason.
me.
Go grab your fucking vodka drink. Get back in your closet.
Hey,
Shut up.
good citizen. They said that they're open, right?
What are we doing in the
They-
closet?
The jail said they're open.
Anything you want.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You people.
He
Yeah.
started it.
In the private chat, I'm going to put the Colorado revised statute for the inmate contract thing. You can take a look at it.
Definitely. Because I was going to probably end up looking it up anyways, because this is like the first time I've actually had a chance to sit down and read this thing.
To be honest with you, that's the first time I've even heard of it. You know, we probably get the same thing out here. So it's something that, hey, I wasn't aware of.
We
So
got the breaking news, man. We asked the tough questions.
There
And
you go.
Linda wasn't, I don't know, was she happy to give it to us or not?
She didn't look very happy to give it to us, but that's because it's online and I could have gotten it online.
Oh, that's
But-
too
but
bad,
we don't
Linda.
like to do stuff online. We like.
I
to
made
do
her
face
work.
to face. Yeah. Yeah. You made her earn her pay.
Right?
The security guard was nice.
Holy crap. So apparently just on prisoner medical at that jail, they've spent over $100,000.
Want to know why? Because they beat him.
Well, no, like I said, they end up having to provide certain drugs if, like, say they pick somebody up that's addicted to
diabetic,
fentanyl
yeah.
or heroin
Yeah.
or something like that. They gotta,
Or who's a diabetic? Yeah.
they have to supply the Suboxone or whatever, or the methadone or whatever it is, and then they give them a fucking prescription after they get out of jail for 2 months.
I would like a detailed account of
think-
that because I'm thinking
I
there's
think
more of
Vern
that.
stopped in for the party.
Oh, hey, Vern.
Hey,
He stopped in for the party.
Linda?
I clicked the wrong button. Sorry.
And,
Yes, stop clicking me.
I was trying to
Tickles.
pause it on the casino game and I clicked the wrong fucking button.
Ah, you're clicking me and it tickles.
God damn it, Jason. I thought that said Linda Evans.
The fuck did you just call me?
yeah, so she was not happy to see us, I don't think. And the security guard was cool. So, Vern, what happened? Mark quit?
now he just report is he was too drunk to get inside.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Imagine being too drunk to do something. That'd be fucking
Right?
Did he cast his vote proxy?
No,
You
yeah,
know somebody that's looking for blood alcohol.
I don't know. Ken Torres went up and took his council seat, sat there through the thing, so he might have gave him his proxy.
Maybe.
Did someone just say blood alcohol?
Blood alcohol.
You can put alcohol in your blood?
You can.
Wait, they're putting blood in their alcohol?
Okay, give me your email. Send me your email after. Tell me this shit.
Well, no, you got to contact the sheriff's department because they're looking for blood alcohol to keep on hand for when they need to fucking pin something on somebody.
Fuck yeah, I got tons of blood.
I
man.
know.
I
That's
love
what I said.
alcohol.
You're looking for extra money.
Fuck
They should
yeah.
contact you.
We could do this shit.
It's
All right,
like
link me up.
donating blodd to save a life, except you're
It's
fucking
your first
ruining
American gig, Jason. There you go, bud.
Oh, it's good to see you all.
blood.
You too, Jason.
What the fuck did you just go?
Jason.
I know, right? Hey, I go and watch your lives all the time. I refuse to go up in your panel.
Well,
because,
that's
man,
because you're a
the
fucking
company
stupid
you
drunk. That's
keep.
your problem. Don't tell me your fucking problems.
Can I tell you a problem I have?
No. Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I won't listen, but go ahead.
I don't have one. Sorry.
Okay, that's good.
You weren't supposed to say yes. Jeez. Make me think of a problem.
M Star says they rake it in, and the inmates
Jason,
spend a lot.
I
of
was called
commentary
number one
on telephone
twice
calls.
today.
Yeah.
Twice?
Yep.
Oh shit, man. You living this shit.
Yep. Methadone and Suboxone, M Star.
Yeah, I don't go on Jason's panel because I don't feel like being gangbanged. Ooh.
Actually, out here, it's a state law that all facilities have to supply it, regardless. Doesn't matter. It's a state law now.
Yes, they have to. Here too. Here in Canada too.
Yep.
If you take somebody in with medical conditions, you got to pay for it all.
Yep.
Yep.
Regardless whether they have insurance or not.
Mhm.
If they have insurance or if they have state insurance, the state insurance will take care of most of it.
But they don't
But
have to claim it under their state insurance.
they don't have to. No, you're
No.
absolutely right. They don't have
Government dishes it.
Who the fuck is they? You guys keep talking about they. Who the fuck is they?
Jailers,
Oh.
government. Yeah.
They. Oh, okay.
They.
Your
Jails.
sister, your mother, your father.
They.
Okay. Yeah,
Did you
they.
call me?
I called you daddy. How you doing? I made you
They.
say
They.
it.
No, I get you now. Sorry to interrupt. I get you now. I'm they.
Did I make you
Sorry.
spit your beer?
I'm sorry.
You made him breathe it. You didn't make him spit it.
I know you kind of went. Well, he wasn't expecting me to do that. I'm sorry.
Jason, beer does not go in the lungs. That's not a good thing.
Oh shit.
This is,
Just use one.
I mean, it's not embiotic fluid. You can't breathe with that
Bullshit.
shit, man.
Yeah, you
That's bullshit.
Yeah, didn't you see the
You
movie?
just
The
have to
Jason's got
introduce
beer go.
nitrogen. Nitrogen will make it.
Yes, we
fine.
watched movies, Jason. Hey, Jason, want to be in the movie with me?
Yes.
Oh shit.
It's got to be a Walt Disney movie though.
And then you wonder
You
why
like
your
Aladdin?
husband threatens you
X-rated
all the
Walt
time.
Disney movie. How you doing? Okay, I gotta quit doing that because everybody started to do that with me. Because I say that saying all the time, and everybody comes up, and goes, "How you doing?" It's like, enough. That's my line.
Fuck! Did you just call me?
My line. Let them figure that one out.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you better be. I'm gonna bend you over and call you Sally.
Oh, hell
yeah. Ooh.
Right now? Or wait? Oh shit! I'm gonna unlock. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go open the door.
Okay, who let Jason up?
I did. Because he's quite entertaining.
He is.
All
I
the
love
doors
him.
are
I love
unlocked.
Jason.
I did.
Okay.
But I've been going for about an hour and 40 minutes.
Are
I
you
have
gonna
to work
shut us
tomorrow.
down?
I am probably going to shut down. GCM, are you going to take this over and keep it going, or
I need
just
a
shut
link
down?
if somebody else is going to keep going. I need a link.
No. Okay.
Jason, you
Well,
gonna do
with
the
that,
live?
gentlemen, I say good night. Linda, I love you. You're beautiful, sweetheart. Good night, Ronnie.
Jason, you should go live.
Night, John.
I'm always live. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'll come up.
Would you really?
She'll come up.
I will. I'll come up if you go live
I can
right
start
now.
my own first shit show.
That's what.
Everybody go to Jason's.
All right, take care. I guess we're gonna start my first shit show.
There you go.
Oh,
Love
shit
you
show.
all. You people, thanks so much for letting me up.
Definitely, Ronnie. Great to hear from you again.
Coming up.
Thank you so much.
Sorry for ruining your show.
You didn't ruin it, Jason. You always say you ruin it. You fucking ruined it.
It's all Jason's fault.
Jason, you got to put your link in the chat, bud. Everybody's going over your place.
Yep.
Fuck that shit. If you don't know me, you can go fuck yourself.
That's mean, Jason. Take it back. Be nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wait. You're gonna have to walk me through that one. What?
I was gonna say, how far are we taking it back? Okay.
Oh wait, I'm new here.
It was a test. It was a test. I figured I'd test it out and see, but I guess this is the way he's always been.
Yeah, he's a fucking drunk piece of shit.
Oh,
Fuck
me
you,
and Jason have gone head to head fighting, and we're still good.
Shut the fuck up, Ronnie.
I know, right? Damn asshole. I still love you, Jason.
Fucking
you're
over here.
I know, right?
Black National.
Oh,
I'm
headed there.
Black National.
Oh my God,
brother.
guys,
What's good, brother?
guys! Hey, this guy is hot. Oh, I would do him. He's freaking hot.
Jason, you
What's
fucking
good, brother?
suck.
The fuck you just call me?
Fuck you, Jason.
Love. Oh, me.
Kids these days.
I'm telling
What's
you.
up, you people?
Yeah, buddy.
What's going on, man? You let anybody up here, man. You let Jason up here.
Shit, I'll let.
What's the matter with you?
I'll
He
let
let me up.
almost anybody up here.
He let me up, and I was the
Almost.
first one up here. I ruined it for everybody.
Well, you know what, man? All I can say is better you than me.
No, later, Vern.
Jason, man, you should
All right,
go
Jim. Have a good night.
I guess
Take
so.
care, Jim.
Later, Jim.
Coming.
All
I'll be
right,
over there.
Black National. I'm sorry to let you know this, man, but we were just about ready to give it a go.
Oh, he knows.
and stuff like that. But
Black National's hot.
see, I haven't seen him with the camera on, so
He
I
is
couldn't
a
give you
hubba
that.
No, he's my
hubba.
brother. Don't you fucking dare.
He's a hubba. He is hot. Wow. Yep. Oh, he's a cutie patootie.
Well, we appreciate everybody coming in. We hope everybody enjoyed the show and the 30-second meeting that they had.
Everybody, we're all going to Jason's channel to bombard him.
All right, let's do it.
Everybody go to Jason.
Everybody go to Jason.
I hope you all die. Fuck all of you. Die.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to.
Ah!
People like me, people
like
you.
you.
Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Living in the new world with an old soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
Yeah, give me freedom or give me death. To that we pledge allegiances. We the people had enough. It's time we aired our grievances against these treasonous demons. So raise the alarm, cause the pigs are fully taken over on this animal farm. Don't know anymore. This world's gotten too cold to ignore. Shit, is it 2023 or 1984? Thought police up at my door to open fire on me, but I'd rather die on my feet than survive on my knees. And please, we know how they looking at us from up at the top. The tougher they made it for us, the fucking tougher we got. They thought they'd keep us scared forever, but fuck it, we not. We'll send them back to north of Richmond in some cuffs or a box.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an old soul. These rich men know for Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
Behind the politicians, there's a far more sinister villain that's power driven. Only answer to money is their religion. They controlling the way that we live in, keeping us mentally stuck in a prison.
Don't throw your missiles from your cars.
Rebellion never can spread.
Don't throw your missiles from your cars.
Seeing us waking up and now they fucking afraid. As we the people get to see them through their fucking charade. We're being played by these elites who would rather see us enslaved. As they lead us by the hand where the land's dug with a grave. And they could kill a kid.